Hello, 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 hello. So let's see. Let me put y'all on the chat. It's not gonna be a long live, but y'all come on in the room. Sister is tired. Come on in. Hello, Monique. Welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see you, girl. Good to see you. I hope everybody is well. I'm good, sweetie. I'm good. I'm tired tonight. And still got a lot going on, but we got some story time, and I'm doing some custom orders. So I will be showing you all some of those things that I have picked up for these custom orders. These are mostly baby gifts. Good to see you too. Miss B's Baskets and More. Good to see you. Says hello, Katrina. Good to see you on today. You too, sweetie. You too. I'm glad to be here. Even though when I tell y'all I'm dead dog tired, but I'm here. I said I was gonna be here, and I'm here. um, and it is a task. But like I said, we're gonna do a little story time, which I'm gonna go ahead and get started because it's not gonna be a long line. First of all, excuse the surroundings. This is one of the rooms that's being renovated. This is where all the little metal things came out the walls and stuff. But it's gonna be replaced with cabinetry, so on and so forth. But this is where we are at tonight. Um, and I hope that everybody is doing well. I have missed y'all. It has been a long, long hiatus for me. But I will tell y'all all about that. Monique says, I understand. I had a long day also. Yes, ma'am. So let me just back up to my disappearance. Now, I told y'all I was going to take a break. I didn't expect the break to be this long, but there has been, just like I said, a lot going on. Um, well, I'm glad you're doing great, dear. I am. And like I said, I have missed all of y'all. Um, so let me just go back here. And, I had one of my kids that had come home to uh, be with the family and everything. And um, we started off with three of us in the house. And that was me, Chandrell, and my mom. Then my daughter came home. Um, and just mainly because of economics and things going on in the world and trying to make it. And then my other daughter and her husband came home, same things. And they decided that instead of trying to struggle in the world, that it would be better to come home and help their families. So my son-in-law, his mother lives down here. He came home so that he could work and help her. My daughters came home so that they could work down here and help me. So that's pretty much how we started. And of course, Kel came back and had to change schools and everything. My oldest grandson, Rodney, stayed in Atlanta with my sister so that he would not have to change schools. Monique says, I agree with your family. Yes, yeah. I mean, economic hard times for that generation, it's been terrible. And you all know this. This didn't just start with the current climate. This started with COVID. Okay, same generation of people that had to deal with COVID are also having to deal with the current political climate and not being able to afford anything or being afforded opportunities that they deserve because they're qualified for, And I mean, it's on every scale, y'all, every scale. I told y'all about the things that were going on with my mortgage and the mortgage company and all of that. Got all of that straightened out because literally there wasn't anything they could do. But they tried it, y'all. They tried it. Now it's an issue with the car. Just every time you turn around, people trying to overcharge for home renovations and stuff. So we've taken on a lot of it ourselves. We've redone the pantry, and I don't know if y'all have seen that, but we redid that pantry, and it took about a month to get that pantry done. Um, I did get the backyard mulch, and we've, of course, I got my chickens back there, and I love my little hens, Nyla, Olivia, and Xavier. Live in the pen in the back, and they have a protector. Believe it or not, my cat, he lays around that coop and keeps an eye on those chickens. So it is a little bit comical sometimes. And then on top of that, uh, in this climate, going to work and just literally having to shut up to make sure you keep your job, those kinds of things. And it has been very stressful. We've put a lot of personalities together in a very short time. And of course, these are your family members, you know them. However, when they've gone off on their own and all that, they develop other habits, things that they prefer to do, and those kinds of things. So, of course, there was some clashing, and I had to put some fires out just to make sure that everybody was able to function together. And um, beautifully enough, everyone has come together and we're working together to make sure that things go smoothly. They're not every day is not smooth. There are ups and downs, um, but not gonna we're gonna keep moving forward. Now I have not neglected my basket business, y'all. I'm still making baskets. I'm still getting a little bit of haul here and there, but I just have not been able to film because I've had a whole lot going on, especially with work. Making sure I'm able to do some call, but not a whole lot. This is my last 2 months doing call because once you turn 60, you do not have to do call anymore at my job. And I will be 60 on December 31st. So, yes, I am happy and looking forward to it. They can keep that call. Hey, Norma Booms. Hi, Katrina. So good to see you. Good to see you too, sweetie. They can keep that call. I can do it when I want to do it, not them making me do it. With that being said, of course, they know that too. So I'm getting all kinds of just really weird call schedules, y'all. But it's okay. I'm doing it with a smile on my face because I know that this too shall pass. Monique says, that's awesome. Thank you, dear. Um, yeah, I will be glad to get rid of that call. And I'm glad that, the family is coming together. So I have not neglected the basket business. A lot of my baskets have been custom orders. All right, so a lot of the baskets that I've been doing since I took my hiatus up till now have been custom orders. I've had repeat people come back. I already have my Christmas orders that I've got to work on. And we started our own line of baby food, and that is going very well too. But we are moving that into an industrial kitchen, just so we can be in compliance with everything with that, doing that, because you want to make sure that nothing can shut you down, so to speak. And we have all our certifications in place. Um, Hang on, y'all. Let me remove that because I don't like that. Um, but yeah, so with all of those things being said, let me say this. I see that I don't think I have any mods in the building yet, but if you do come in, uh, you're more than welcome to block that person. Um, but anyway, I have not forgotten about the birthday club. Thank you. Thank you, Hope. I appreciate you, sweetie. Um, and I do want to give you our last winner for the August, I believe it's the month of August, um, which is Crystal Hall. So I will be getting your gift to you, Crystal. Y'all let Crystal Hall know that she won the birthday club. All right, and that ended the 1 year of birthday club because I started it in August of last year. So the next one that I posted, um, no one signed up for. So we are up to date on the birthday club. And the birthday club will start again next month. So, yes, congratulations to Crystal Hall. She was the last birthday club winner. And I appreciate you all. Um, JCD Creations Hope says, I'm a December baby too. Yes, ma'am. December 31st. Hope, when is yours? So the biggest birthday gift I'm gonna get is not having to take call no more, honey. And now all I gotta do is get to retirement and I get up out of here. But I will tell you this: what we are working on as a family. We are in the process of buying acreage, and our plan is to build our homestead. In building the homestead, we plan to have a gift shop business on the homestead. That's going to include um, our line of baby food, as well as gift baskets and stuff that I make. My daughter will be including her skincare line. She does um, soap, she makes body scrubs, all of those things. All right, and these things hopefully will be made from items from our garden. December 7th, Hope, my sister is December the 8th. You Sagittarians. Um, who we got here? Miss Bourbon Bubblegum says, hey, it's so good to see you back. Welcome back. I hope you're doing well. You had a beautiful garden. Oh, thank you. Girl, I got the whole backyard now. um, and I haven't even begun to use those spaces yet, but my grandson is making a fire pit area, or I guess it's a wood burning oven, like a camp stove area, um, which is fine with me. He's cleaning it off, getting that done. Um, and there's just more areas back there to plant. We will be getting rid of some more of those trees back there, and that's what we're working on. And every day it's a process. I have been sick, y'all, for about a month now, and it started off with all the hay and the mulching and all of that, and then from there, uh, I'm still coughing and sneezing, but I've had several asthma attacks. My doctor is like, stay out of the backyard. And I'm looking at him like, I have animals in the backyard. I can't stay out of the backyard. So I'm slowly getting over that. And I think my grandson's a little congested, and one of my daughters is congested too. My oldest daughter had to have surgery, and she's about 2 weeks out from surgery now. And she's doing fine, but she's still having a lot of pain. She had to have surgery on her knee. So that's been a little bit difficult for her, trying to get up and down these steps at my house and stuff like that, because she won't sit down. But she just likes to keep moving, and we understand that. I have a intercom system in the house. We were trying to keep her from having to go up and down the stairs so she could just use the intercom. She ain't used that intercom one time, but that's okay. It's been in the house. It's going to stay in the house. But yes, we are trying to buy some land and build our homestead there. One of the reasons I made that decision, because I felt like if something happens to me and I leave my children this house, it's not going to bring them any gain, because it's just a house. But if I leave them some land, they have a place they can build their houses, they can plant their food, and they can learn to be self-sufficient. So those are the challenges that we are facing right now. And yes, this is a choice we made as a family. So I will say that within the next 3 years, there is a possibility that the Krafty Corner will be moving to Colorado. So hang in there for that adventure, y'all, because it's coming. Right now it's looking like Colorado. It may be somewhere else, but it is really looking like Colorado. Bourbon Bubblegum says, a family homestead is so exciting. Congratulations. Thank you. There's Pretty Girl Designs by Tasha. Hello, darling. She says, hey, I missed you. I missed you too, sweetie. Missed that beautiful baby too. But I've been sneaky linking on y'all's channels and watching and living vicariously through y'all in your halls and all this other stuff. Hope says, that is so awesome. I'm so proud of you and your family's accomplishments. Thank you. I appreciate that. Another place we are looking at too is Texas. So Texas, Colorado, somewhere there, y'all. I can't say for sure when and or if that will come to pass. We may be right here in Georgia, but either way, we are looking for some acreage to move. Lisa Anderson says, hey, my Katrina. Hello, my Lisa, my belle. Still gonna be Lisa, my belle. Lisa Anderson. I saw that on Facebook, girl. But it is good to see all of you. And like I said, I haven't been able to do a whole lot. I have done some videos on the garden channel. And there is a family channel that is kind of tuned in to the whole family and is more about our journey on building our homestead. And that is Wick's Party of 9 Plus, I think is the name of that channel. Something like that. I'll figure it out and post it for you also. And that has everybody on there. That channel shows the kids taking turns cooking dinner, cleaning up, just homestead things. Because we are doing our homestead in place. You don't have to have the acreage to do that. That is so that there's something to leave each individual person. But we are doing it here in place, which is the reason for a lot of the renovations and the reason for the animals in the back. And I'm not adding any more animals right now because it's just too cold and I don't have a pen. And the only other thing I'm going to add is probably some goats. Because I'm not raising pigs. We're not doing cows. I'm not doing any of that, okay? I'm too old for that. And there ain't no room here to do that anyway. So, that is we're not going to do that. Let's see. I don't want to miss anything. Okay. So, that is where I am at. On top of canning food, freeze drying food or dehydrating food, freezing food, and making sure we're preserving the things that we get. Hang on, y'all. Somebody want to say hi. Just freezing the things that we get so that we're not being wasteful. I just really have been very busy. And the other side of that is we have two seniors in the house. And one thing I remember as a senior is that I wanted my senior year to be very special. Um, but my parents did not really put into me and my sister in that manner. Help us look for colleges, make sure we knew which direction to go, and how to make those directions work for us. Me and my sister didn't get that. Um, I didn't go to college till later on. And the fact that I even went and got a master's degree is beyond fathoming because I did not have parental guidance to do these things with. And I don't want that for my kids. So I am trying to make sure that I am available and present for Chandrell because this is her senior year. Chandrell is playing, she's doing archery, she's playing flag football. I didn't listen, I didn't even know this was a thing right here, but there's a flag football scout. Y'all see this little spoiled thing right here with his little shirt on and everything? Just as rotten. All right, bye. Um, but there's a scout looking at Chanel for a flag football scholarship to one of the local private colleges down here. Didn't know it was a thing. Didn't even know that those kinds of scholarships existed, y'all. So yes, I was pleasantly surprised. Um, Burbank Bubblegum says generational plan, awesome. Yeah, we working on it, girl. We working on it. Hello, hello. I am doing great, doing great. Um, so that is, I want to make sure I'm present for her and what she needs for high school because I don't want her to feel like she's going into a chapter of her life, venturing it alone and feeling lost. Because I remember feeling that when I was in high school, just feeling like, okay, well, what do I do next? Where do I go from here? What we don't know, we'll figure out together. But I will not send her out into the world feeling lost. Um, so that was another reason why I took a step back from social media. And just understand it was not just YouTube, it wasn't just y'all, it wasn't anything like that. It was a full step back from all social media platforms. I have not been on TikTok, I have not been on Instagram, I have skimmed through Facebook. I keep watching all y'all's videos on YouTube, and I haven't posted a whole lot on the garden channel. Um, so, like I said, I wasn't dropping out of service or anything. I just had to take a step back. And I just feel like it's really, really important for me to be there for her in her senior year to make sure she has what she needs. So, right now, I'm working on getting her a car. I also have a grandson that is a senior as well. And we are making sure that we are present for him, even though he is in Atlanta. Um, my sister is making sure that she's present for him. He knows he can pick that phone up and call me anytime. And whatever he needs for his senior year, we're making sure he has that as well. So that's pretty much what's been going on. Now, have I been picking up stuff for baskets? Oh yeah, yes I have. I'm not gone crazy like I have in the past. I don't think I went crazy. I just got a little bit at a time, and understand this. I have baskets from last year. I have all kinds of baskets up in my shed. So I'm not hard pressed to make a bunch more baskets. I am going to revamp a few of those and put them in with the Christmas baskets to sell. So I'm probably at a count of about 150 to 200 baskets right now that will be going out for Christmas. So I have not really worried about trying to make those. Hello, Renee. Good to see you. Miss Details and Design, Sandra Lightner. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm glad y'all could pop by. So these are just some of the haul items I got for some of the baskets I'll be making. Alright, I'm doing a his and hers basket. That's gonna be Sugar Daddy for him. These are the underwear. I don't know if y'all have seen these underwears at Dollar Tree. I'm sure you have. But I picked up the Sugar Daddy men's boxers. All right, and this is a extra large. All right, and I got a few of those. All right, and I'm going to be picking up the candies to go with these when I make those baskets. I also picked up the Tootsie Roll. All right, and the Tootsie Roll brand. Several of those. The size on these are large. I got an extra large and a large. And then in the Sugar Daddies, I got 2 extra larges on that one. And I'll be putting Tootsie Rolls in those. Alright, we got our caramel apple shower fizzers. Pumpkin latte. Caramel apple. Another caramel apple. And this one is winter berry. Alright. So I have seen a lot of y'all's hauls where Dollar Tree is definitely stepping their game up for their stuff that they have there, which they are. They're doing that. But like I said, I have not been getting a whole bunch of big hauls because I have a lot of inventory for Christmas and I have a lot of baskets already made. So I don't have to make a whole lot of baskets. Alright, this is the men's boxer, the Klondike bars. And that's what the boxer looks like. Alright, and these are a large and an extra large. Alright, so I will be putting these into some concepts for men. Except for the bath fizzers, I won't be putting those. Alright, and these are some items from one of my custom orders that we're putting together. We had a young lady who had a baby boy. Now, the baby boy was born a little bit early. I think he came probably about a week ago, but he was actually not due till December. So we were able to find out that it's a little boy. We got his name and everything. So now she wants us to put his name on everything. So that's what we're going to do. But this is one of the items that will be in the gift. All right, and this was $8. Yeah. And it is so cute. Got all the little animals on it. This real cute little item for the baby. We have some infant bandana bibs. We'll be putting his name on these as well. Okay. Those are the bibs. We have some hats. And these hats kind of go with the blanket set. We'll be putting those in the gift. And then we got the usual baby stuff. We got the pacifier. We got the teether toy, which kind of early for that, but that's okay. And then we got his little rattle. Paw Patrol. And I didn't bring it in here with me, but he has a blueberry banana baby food and just some plain banana baby food, and those will also go in the gift because Mom wanted those as well. They have been canned, um, which means I put them through the canning process. They have sealed and they are shelf stable. That baby food will last for 4 years on the shelf. So she's got baby food to get that baby started with. I told her, let me can him up some green beans and stuff, because we certainly don't want to start him with fruits, because it's hard to get a baby to eat anything else once you start them on fruits. Um, there's Miss Dina says, hey everyone, glad to see you. Glad to be back in the corner. Well, welcome. I'm glad you're back in the corner. Always, always. Like I said, and those of you that reached out to me, I thank you so much. Um, you all have just really, really been genuine. You have really been supportive, and you hung in there. You could have left my channel and you didn't. So thank you so much for that. Because, like I said, sometimes when we stop creating, um, people leave and all that. But I have not stopped creating. Like I said, I have just been that busy, y'all. Literally that busy. And I've had lots of custom orders. I have the doctor that orders from me. Um, he no longer works where I'm at. He's at another hospital in another city that's not too far from here. But his last day, he placed his order. He says, "Oh, let me put my basket order in, because I'm gonna get my basket from you." And he has increased his order because he did get married, so he wants to get his girls and his wife a basket now. So I am very happy that I'm getting repeat customers coming back to place orders and things like that. It has been a ride, but it has been a fun one, and one that I have not quit. So just want to make sure y'all know Katrina hasn't quit. She has just been that busy. All right, we got the comb and the brush for the baby as well, and then we got a bottle. Gotta have a bottle. And that is just one baby gift there. And it's paid for, so we're just going to put it together for her. And like I said, I just got to go down into the shed and get the iron-ons, get my vinyl and stuff cut out so we can iron those on to the clothes. Dina says, hey, everyone. Glad to be back in the corner. Essence Joyce says, hey, hello, darling. Crystal's Unique says, hello. All right, so remember now, our last birthday club winner was Crystal Hall. Crystal Hall, Crystal Hall. All right, so I'm going to send you your gift card. Crystal, I think I have all of your information. I'll check my phone, but I really think I already have all of the information. So thank you all so much, like I said, for hanging in there and not ditching you, sis. And I hope that I did not make you all feel like I had just deserted you, because I didn't. And those of you, like I said, several of you have reached out, um, just just showing kindness constantly, checking on me, sending me messages through Facebook Messenger, calling me on the phone. I've talked to Deb so many times that I know Deb is sick of me. Just chit chatting on the phone. Um, Sean reached out, and I appreciate that. Lisa, I send me messages every now and then, and always hearing from her. Um, those of you, like I said, on Facebook Messenger, LaBrenda, all of you, sending me messages, and just, I appreciate it. I really do. It is nice to know that you are thought about. You're very welcome, Crystal. Thank you for hanging in there and checking on me and all that good stuff, sweetie. I appreciate it. Lisa Bell says, not at all. And congrats, Crystal. So, it is one of those things where you have so much going on, y'all, that it can get overwhelming. It can get to the point where you just get bogged down and you're like, you know what? I got something's got to give. I got to rearrange some things, and that's just where I was at. I was like, I'm gonna have to rearrange some things, fix some things, change some things, because these folks not moving in my house and thinking they fixing to run it, and that's how it started. It started with them thinking their mama was getting old and she needed all this help. Mm-mm. She getting old, but no, 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 not at all. So we had to set some ground rules and get some things under control before we started doing anything else. Otherwise, this sister here might have been in jail. Okay, I kid you not. Uh, we have, like I said, built it together. Everything is working out now and it's getting better. But we are still renovating. And we're going to get those renovations done. But it's just going to take a little minute. Pop your head in here. That's my middle daughter. You see Brat right here, right? You see he done found him another arm to get in. He is spoiled rotten. When I tell y'all that dog is rotten. And now he's attacking the cat.
No, you can't be attacking the cat.
Okay? Because the cat has longevity. He been here years longer. I told my mom, you better get your dog. I'm going to leave my cat alone. But I'm going to have to put a sign on my cat that says he knows it's cold outside. He refuses to come in. Because I live around people that be trying to call doggy and cat defects on you. And all this stuff. It's cold. And then she got her cat outside. No. My cat darted outside when we opened the door because he don't want to be in the house. And it's been like that for years. It's just how he is. Monique says, I'm so happy it's all coming together for you and your family. Me too, Monique, because it's been a ride, girl. It has been a ride. Like I said, y'all know my oldest had been in the hospital a couple of times. And then this last time she got hurt, she hurt her leg and had a great big cyst that formed on it. So they had to go in and do surgery and then remove her meniscus and put some cadaver graft in there. So, and we're like 2 weeks in from that surgery. So, yeah, it has definitely been a ride. My asthma has been crazy, and I mean crazy. Um, and that's a ride that I'm still on. So, in the mornings, I'm still waking up with some wheezing. I'm having to and the coughing, doing breathing treatments and all of that. But all of it is, like I said, getting better and coming together. Listen, that's just part of it, honey. I got punched in the eye. Yeah, she did. So I ended up having to go to the emergency room, get drops and all this other stuff for the eye. And it was somebody just waking up off anesthesia. It wasn't anything on purpose. It just is what it is, y'all. So I didn't make a great big stink about it. Yeah. Then that was about a week ago that happened. So it was this eye. I don't even know if you can tell anymore, but it was this eye. And it was swollen all up in here. But I've had to, like I said, I've been using eye drops and all of that on there. My son-in-law, he does as much work around here as he can, but he too is also working full time, and his job takes him to other states. He just got in here tonight, probably about an hour ago, in from North Carolina. He's back out tonight at 1 a.m., but he's only going to Valdosta this time. But until the end of the year, that's how they have him working. And he is a tech person, so they're going out to wherever they're contracted to fix things like the drive through things at McDonald's or something that says, "Man, take your order" and all that stuff. Are you using your mobile app? That one. Things like that. And they do it, security cameras, stuff like that, all over the country. So he's in and out, and when he's here for a few days, then that's when he's doing maintenance around the house and fixing things and putting things together so that we can, and he'll get the main frames together and then we'll get the rest of it done. Those kinds of things. So we don't want to stretch him too thin. I do have outside work that we're doing on the house, but we are doing all the work. We're doing all of it. Um, Except for the mulching of the yard. I did have someone come in and do that. So I know how much does it cost to get your backyard mulch? Well, I don't know, but it cost me $3,000 to get the mulching done in my backyard. So, on top of the expenses, I am trying to make sure Chandra gets what she needs and trying to buy her a car. So it's just a lot going on. And so y'all know I definitely haven't stopped doing baskets because that is a good source of income for us. Um, but that's what's been going on in the crafty corner, y'all. I can't complain. There's Sedona. Hey, Sedona. She says, "Hey, everybody, we missed you. I missed you too, sweetie. I'm glad to be back. I have popped in on some of the lives and seen some of y'all there on the ones that could pop in. Um, I'm very very careful at work. Because I listen. They're getting rid of folks, y'all, and I need to keep my job for a little while longer. And I already know if I give them any inch or any reason, then that might be a problem for me. So I just kind of keep the dust level, is what my grandma used to say. Girl, just keep the dust level. Don't kick no dust up. Just do your job and keep it moving. And that's what I've been doing. Um, literally, that's what I've been doing. And strangely enough, I haven't had any issues at work. They still give me a day off every now and then. I have had some classes with some. Here's Crip with the leg and everything. She's doing better. Um, She's Limp City, y'all. Just Limp City. um. Anyway, I haven't. Like I said, I'm not making any waves there. I'm just trying to get what I need to get done, and reduce the issues there. So that has been going pretty good. I haven't had any issues at work. They're still giving folks days off. Most of the time they'll come to me and say, "Do you want to be off?" And the issue is when I'm off. When I say yeah, I'll be off, it's because I got to do something with the chicken coops. I cannot express enough that these are living, breathing animals, and I have to take care of them. So that's one of the things that has kept me busy as well, is making sure the chickens are safe, they're warm, and they're taken care of. Which I don't mind. I don't mind at all. I think that's just in my nature to take care of people and things because that's what I've been doing, and that's what I love to do. But like I said, I haven't stopped making baskets. I've just had to slow down on the try making videos and things like that because I just have not had the time to make them. Now I'm live tonight because I said I was going live tonight, and I meant that. I told my kids I don't care where y'all trying to go. I'm not taking nobody nowhere. I'm going live tonight. I said I'm going right back here because I have to clean the shed up. And it's when I tell y'all I'm walking. Let me just say this: one of my shelves fell, and nothing broke, but there's stuff all over the place. So the three of us are going to go in. My daughter's leg is better, well enough. We're going in there to get all of these items up and fix that shelf. So that's one of the other reasons I have not been in the crafty corner. because I do have to get in there and get everything reorganized and cleaned up. And we're going to, hey Sylvania, welcome, welcome, Queen in Indiana. Hello, darling. I'm glad y'all could pop into the Crafty Corner. Thank you for popping in. It is good to see everybody. But like I said, I've been watching the videos and watching the hauls, and um, I know that Dollar Tree is stepping up their game. I know there is a super huge sale going on at Dollar General starting, I do believe, this weekend. So if you need to get you some hauls and things like that, make sure you check out Dollar General this weekend. My hauls have consisted of grocery hauls because I do a lot of preserving of food, a lot of canning. I do a lot of those things because the family's gotten so much bigger now with everybody coming home. I need to make sure that we're doing what we can and doing our part to make sure we're not being wasteful and those kinds of things. And what I was gonna say was I am offering and have done, I think, four, well, four and a half. We'll say four and a half classes now on canning and preserving, and these have been with some of my young ladies that live in the housing developments in the projects. They follow my daughter and wanted to learn how to preserve their food, how to save their food, so that these EBT issues that keep coming up won't be affecting them in the way that they do are affecting people right now. Um, if a lot of folks had been, if you give me something that's giving me free food, I'm going to preserve as much of it as I can so that when something like this happens, I've got at least a year's supply and we're okay. But that's how I think, y'all. That's how my mind works. So I feel bad for a lot of these people that weren't saving their food or had not learned how to preserve and save and have thrown food away. When you have something left over from dinner, I take that and it goes into a freezer container like a TV dinner. And those are great because Kel comes home from school hungry. And Kel is not going to go in my freezer and open a whole pack of meat to make him a sandwich out of something. No, he better grab one of them TV dinners or he needs to skip on out of my kitchen, okay? So I do make those TV dinners for that reason. So that all the kids, if I cook something that, so if I make something that they don't like, they can pick up TV dinner from something we had a few nights ago. I freeze those so that they're there. Um, let's see. Miss Nene says, hello, Crystal. Hello, Miss Nene. Says, hey, Katrina and everyone in the chat. I hope all is well with everyone. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Um, but yeah, that is what's going on here in the Crafty Corner, y'all. And like I said, that's some of the haul items. I have more because I went to Big Lots, but they're in the trunk of my car. And I haven't been out there to get those out of the car yet. But Big Lots has a lot of nice items as well. And Big Lots, I think, is Roses. It's the same store. Um, Ours is if I buy stuff, I'll see a Roses tag on it sometimes. But Big Lots was bought out by Roses, but chose to keep the name Big Lots. So that's how that's working down here. But it is Roses. There are items in there with Roses stickers on it. And they have a lot of nice items that I picked up from there as well that will be going into some gift baskets. A lot of the hand soaps are the big ones, y'all, the huge ones. And I have, like I said, all of that stuff is in the car. So we'll be looking at that on our next live. All right, because we coming back live, y'all. Gonna be doing. I'm gonna be trying. I'm not gonna say I'm doing twice a week like I was doing because they have figured out my schedule like that. So of course I'm on call those days now. Um, I'm not on call tonight, but I am on call. Well, we got the holiday call season coming up anyway. But like I said, this too shall pass. This is the last 2 months of call for me. Um, Halisa Heiler, Halisa Heiler is in the building. Says, "Hey, Katrina and everyone. Hey, darling, welcome in." Um, so yeah, I'm not even gonna say when I'm going live again. However, I am going to be trying to go live at least twice a month, if not more than that. Some of them may be impromptu, just so that I can pop on, say hi to everybody, and show y'all some of the baskets that I will be making here real soon for some of these custom orders. And then revamping some of those Christmas baskets that will be going out because I have a shed full of baskets. So no, I'm not making baskets a whole lot anyway for Christmas because, like I said, I already got about 150 to 200 baskets. I just have to go through some of those. Some of those I won't have to do anything to because they don't have any candy or anything in them. They're kids' baskets. So those are the toy baskets that I made that have no candy in them. I may put something candy in them for Christmas. I don't know. Last year I didn't put any candy in my Christmas baskets that I can remember. um, Not the toy baskets anyway. All right, so all of that is coming, and I hope that everybody is getting ready for Thanksgiving. I know that a lot of stores are being boycott because of the climate and what's going on. But um, even if you decide to not go to the store to buy anything, that's fine. But give thanks. No matter what, give thanks. All right. So I love each and every one of y'all. And again, thank you all for your support, for hanging out with me, and staying around. I appreciate you so much. Those of you that reached out, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love every one of y'all. I really do. And I thank you for that. So if y'all want to see any of the homestead or gardening journey, go on over there to those channels, Katrina's Garden, and Wick's Party of Nine Plus, to follow the homesteading journey. We're getting back into basket season and basket making, and I will be back with some baskets soon. I love you all. You all be blessed, but most importantly, be a blessing.